The police recalled the hospital involved to record evidence regarding the viral incident involving the remains of a baby being stored in a body freezer in Klang, Selangor. Selangor Police Chief Datuk Husin Omar Han said his side received a report about the incident from the baby father today and it needs to be classified under police inquiry paper to determine if there is a criminal element. Datuk Husin informed that the police headquarters of Klang Selatan district is conducting an in-depth investigation to determine if there is any criminal element in this issue and deal with this matter as best as possible. He said unverified allegations have the potential to cause conflict in the community. At the same time, calling on the community not to misuse social media platform to spread information that can cause public impact. All parties are expected to be patient to wait for the true result of the investigation before the story of the baby boy body that was allegedly detained and kept in a freezer for 2 weeks by a private hospital after the father did not have money to pay the bill went viral on social media.
According to a statement released, HPR accepted the patient on humanitarian grounds even though no booking had been made for the delivery and the baby's mother claimed it was her first child. The patient, who claimed to be pregnant with her first child, came to the HPR in a pain. She had never undergone any antenatal checkup throughout her pregnancy and had only monitored her pregnancy using an app on her phone. She was taken to the hospital by the husband, who later admitted that she was not married. Since she was experiencing several labor pains, she was taken from the car to the examination room in a wheelchair for immediate assessment. HPR accepted the patient on the humanitarian ground even though she had not made a booking or screening in advance. The statement read, adding that the baby suffered from cyclopia syndrome and died afterwards. According to HPR, they also issued a burial permit to allow the baby to be burned after it was born. HPR added that the woman was also allowed to be discharged the day after giving birth, but she said that she did not have the money to pay the medical fee. The funeral permit was signed and the doctor informed the husband to arrange the funeral the next day. The husband then left the hospital with the excuse that he needed to go somewhere else. The patient was in good condition and was allowed to go home the next day. However, on the date day, she said that she could not afford to pay the bill of 2,040.80 ringgit. She was then told that they should not arrange the funeral first before settling the bill. She then said that her husband would arrange the funeral, so HPR wait for the husband to arrive to collect the baby for the burial, HPR explained. According to the statement, HPR continued to remind it patient to proceed with a funeral, but the mother allegedly delayed the process to wait for her husband to arrive.
During that period, HBR claimed they also discussed seeking police assistance with the patient, but the woman requested not to involve the authorities. Day by day, HBR continued reminding the patient to arrange the burial, but she keeps saying that her husband was handling the matter. The patient was treated well, given counseling, and provided with free meals. The husband only visited the patient for a few minutes every 2 to 3 days. Efforts to discuss the burial arrangements with him were unsuccessful. The HBR management discussed with the patient about involving the police to resolve the burial matter, but she pleaded not to involve them. She kept insisting that all decisions were made by her husband. HBR tried to obtain patient family information, but she refused to provide it to anyone. She claimed to be living in a written room with her husband and said she had no close relative or friends. HBR father explained that the body of a baby boy had to keep in a freezer for 2 weeks because the parents could not afford the delivery cost at a private hospital. The matter went viral after it was revealed by the founder of the special funeral van unit known as One Chai on social media. According to One Chai, the baby died 13 minutes after birth due to severe deformities, including having only one eye, no nose, and no anal opening. Thank you. I am Aisha, the reporter for today. Hello, I am Aisha, your reporter for today. So, can you tell us what happened to your baby at Razif Maternity Hospital?
My wife gave birth to our first child at the hospital. Unfortunately, our baby Adham was born with several defects and passed away 3 minutes after birth.
We understand that your baby remains were kept at the hospital for 2 weeks. Could you explain why?
Yes, that's true. We couldn't afford to pay the hospital bill of RM 3,600 ringgit at that time. I just had started working at a factory in Shah Alam 5 days earlier, and I hadn't received my salary yet.
Did the hospital allow you to manage the burial before setting the bill?
They did mention that we couldn't proceed with the burial first, but I faced difficulties arranging everything without sufficient financial resources.
How were you finally able to resolve this issue?
With help from the special unit for funeral services and donation from the public, we were finally able to arrange Adham burial. I'm extremely grateful to the who helped us during this difficult time.
What are your hopes for the future after going through this experience?
I hope no one's other family has to go through what we did. I also hope for more support for families in financial need during emergencies like this.
So that's all for today, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Miss Alia.
Hello.
Can you confirm the details surrounding the recovery of the babies?
Yes, I can confirm that the body of an infant was discovered inside a freezer during a welfare check conducted by the police at a residence in Klang. This discovery followed up a tip-off from a concerned neighbor.
Do we know how long the baby was in the freezer?
Okay, at this stage, we are unable to confirm the exact duration. This is part of the investigation, and the forensic experts are working to provide answers.
Were any suspect arrested in connection with this case?
Yes, that include two individuals, a 35-year-old woman and 40-year-old man who were present at the residence have been detained. They are cooperating with the investigation.
What about the cause of the death? Has it been determined yet?
The cause of the death has not been determined. We are waiting the result of the post-mortem examination, which will provide more clarity.
Can you confirm whether there was an act of abuse or neglect?
At this time, we have no information suggesting the presence of the other children. This is being thoroughly investigated.
What charges might the suspect face?
Depending on the findings, charges may include neglect, abandonment, or other offences under the Child Act and Penal Code.
How can the public assist in this case?
We urge anyone with information about the suspect or the baby's background to contact the nearest police station or our hotline. Any detail, no matter how small, could be critical to our investigation. Thank you for your questions. We will provide updates as the investigation progresses. We hope to bring justice for the victim in this tragic case. That will be all for now.
Thank you, Miss Alia.
Welcome.